Hello, I'm Diane Multaire, and actually my address is no longer Long Branch. Our family had the property. If you see the big crane on the boardwalk, that's where our property was. And we bought that, the family bought the property in the 50s, so I've been, as I mentioned to Mayor Pallone not too long ago, I still feel very much like a Long Branch resident, even though I'm living in Manhattan right now. Actually, the reason why I'm here this evening is partly to pay tribute to a fellow political activist, Jerry Scarano. I don't know, this is a new city council for me, because for decades, Jerry and I would be in front of the other city, the Mayor Schneider City Council, and with the exception of John Malone and Dr. Shelley, these are your new faces to me. The death of the killing of Jerry was a shock to me, and it didn't occur that long ago. It was only about I think it was the 14th of June, if I'm correct. And what I found I wanted to explore a bit was the gun control laws and if that at all affected the killing of Jerry Scarano. Now, I've had conversations with the Long Branch Police Department and the prosecutor's office in Freehold. And what I've learned is that most of the information about that incident is still it's not public. The case is still apparently technically open. However, I did find out a few things. Of course, I had heard not too long ago that the state of New Jersey has some of the strictest gun control laws in the country, which is terrific for me. And I did have an interesting conversation with Detective Hess of the Long Branch Police Department. And he agreed with me that he's very much in favor of strict gun control laws. And in fact, what I didn't know is that even he, as a detective with the Long Branch Police Department, is required to submit a lot of ID information before he can even purchase ammunition for himself, which I find interesting. Now, the only other thing one of the things that I have learned about the Jerry Scarano case is that the gun that was used to kill Jerry was not purchased in the state of New Jersey. It was out of state. This may or may not be helpful information in the future, but I'm really, as I said, I'm really interested in gun control law as it is enforced not only in the state of New Jersey, but certainly in the city of Long Branch. At any rate, these are basically, that's pretty much all that I've learned about the whole incident at this point, because as I said, the case is still considered technically open, and there's very little public information available. But I think that when it comes to gun control, the public really needs to know as much as it can about gun control, and of course as it relates to the Second Amendment. And of course, I learned not too long ago when I read the Constitution from beginning to end, I was rather surprised to find that the Second Amendment is the only amendment in the Constitution that gives the reason for the amendment. It's the only one. And it's, of course, each amendment is one sentence long. The Second Amendment is just one sentence, but the first part of that sentence gives the reason for the Second Amendment. And from my point of view, the Second Amendment should be, it's irrelevant And I learned not too long ago that the former Supreme Court Justice Stevens agrees with that. It was written in, of course, 1791, which was less than 2 decades after 1776. And at that point, when it was written, there was no militia. So the writers of that amendment said a well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state. Therefore, we need people to have the right to keep and bear arms. But that, of course, was 1790, 1791. No militia, no police, no Air Force, no Marines, no nothing.
Thank you.
So I just hope that the City Council will keep an open mind when it comes to any legislation relating to gun control.
Thank you.
Thank you.